It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Seahawks and the Dolphins coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Gordon alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, it's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers in... Last week's bowl game for Robinson. 13 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 2. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Agba that time, able to drop him for a loss. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the draw, Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest. Let them settle down over there. So all in all, for me, that's a good drive.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards to pick up there. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Out left, he's got it to Everett. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is the big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. The 40.
Well, that pressure came right up the middle. Remember the good old days when they would scheme to make sure that they smacked the guy snapping the ball? And, he had his head down. He's kind of in a vulnerable spot. Rules prevent that now. So you have to go about it a little bit differently, but you can still get pressure there.
And almost always, when you see somebody get to the ball, it comes off the edge. They're able to sneak through the middle of the line. Hard to believe.
Yeah, cardinal rule broken, isn't it? Right up the middle. That's supposed to be a place you protect the most.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And down inside the 15 he goes. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about him.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. On the slant is his Chark. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run on first down. Robinson. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. They'll find Everett there, complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well.
We play to win.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he finds Parker here, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run. On first down, it's Robinson. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He'll look to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. They'll run here with Robinson. Powers through him. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Robinson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Here we go.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson fighting his way through contact. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the run, it's Robinson. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They push him back 8 yards and time on second down. The Seahawks on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Let's go. Do it.
Miami set to take over. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. 1:52 to play. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. They begin the drive with Robinson. Breaks a tackle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And this one is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Dolphins. Van Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Sharp calls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line. Before he's out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this